So what's up, guys? I'm Isaiah. That's Alan. We are the hosts of the Automotive Awareness Show, and today, channel show, whatever the fuck, we'll bleep that out. Today, because we don't have much content to show you guys right now, because we are super busy doing business stuff and trips to places.
Slash you just getting back.
Slash I just got back and I am a little lazy. Today we're gonna kind of just go over the LS E30 build and other things that we have planned in the future, but it's primarily going to be things about the build and small details that we haven't really told you about yet. We'll get into like the details. I'll show kind of visuals on the computer with a screen grab, so we'll get into that in just a second. But the main things that I want to talk about today are like some of the interior components, like the hydro e-brake design, the wiring, because one of the main parts of this series is showing you guys the wiring for the LS. Most people just buy wiring harness, or they make a really crappy one with just relays. We're going to do the best we can to provide you with the best wiring for an LS and an E30 if you're doing like a really track or just like really hardcore street car. We're going to also go over body modifications, where we want the car to start at when we're done with like the rush build, and then the future plans for the car. Am I missing anything?
Sounds about right.
Okay, so we'll get into that and switch to the screen grab. See you in a second. All right, guys, so we'll start off here with the E30 LS brake, hydro e-brake design. So we're doing this based off of a Willwood pass-through caliper. Eventually, the braking system will be, it'll probably have either an additional caliper for hydro specifically, and we'll need a reservoir. But for right now, we're doing a pass-through because we just want to use the braking system that comes with its stock. But it'll have double in the rear, doubles in the front, and like additional in the rear for the E in the future. At this point, I'll probably just throw up a couple of pictures I have of the initial design that I drew up. I don't have anything in CAD modeling, like computer modeling software yet, but we will have that in the future. And when we get our new machine in, we'll start actually machining the hydro e-brake. We may have to do some of the hydro e, like the actual bar part, in a raw form before we actually make the hydro e, because the machine is coming around August 16th, and that doesn't leave much time to make the August 31st date. But we're just going to be hard at work until then, trying to get that happening. The next kind of thing that I wanted to go on to was the drift aspect, or like the looks, I guess, of the car. So initially, everybody, when they think race E30, they want something like this or something similar to this, but they really end up with something like this. And this is probably about where we're going to start at, minus this bumper here, and we want to do some custom work down if we do have time, and we're obviously going to have the kiddies and stuff, and this is all going to be removable. We are probably just going to have clips holding the hood on as shown here, just because the core support is going to be removable. That's kind of what we're looking at there. And for the future, what we would probably like this to look like is this right here. This is just some random car doing a random E30 doing a burnout, and this is kind of where we want to be. However, color-wise,
this of course is not like the super long term. This is more like the second marked version. After we make the date, just get it ready to go, get it drivable. This is probably in terms of appearance look, is where we're going.
Yeah, because this is, in the end, this is a multi-year project, not just a few month build to throw an LS in the E30. That's why we are doing so many, trying to do as much as we can that we don't really have the time to redo or do multiple times. We're trying to do that right first, like the wiring harness, things like that. The only difference between this car and kind of how we want to be like version 2 or 3-ish is this color, not the way that this car is set up. I personally would really like to have a really nice dark rich blue color, maybe even looking black in some low light or other lighting conditions, and that's probably what we'll end up doing. And okay, so moving on from kind of the looks and things, because we could get caught up into that for like days, hours, years, and end up like BS for build and be rendering stuff, which I don't really want to be doing for this short of a video. The next thing is kind of, I haven't really mentioned this in any videos yet, but the plan right now is to just make a custom front subframe. This is going to be something that you can't really do at home without, I'm going to have this stuff water jet at RPI, which is where I go to school. If you want to know what that is and you don't know, just let me know in the comments. But anyways, we have a water jet here, so we are going to get those parts water jetted, and we'll just do kind of like a tab front subframe, so tabbed together and just welded up the tabs. We'll be able to make it pretty light overall. Maybe I don't think we want to do tubes just yet. I'm not really that good of a welder, and I want to learn on straight pieces, not curved. Right here we're showing the front core support. We will go to the subframe stuff in a second. If you need any help with designing stuff for your own LS build, let me know. Most of the stuff out there to use a traditional front subframe is there already. You just have to cut the pan and use a different steering rack, usually an E36 or like a Z3 or something like that, because at least I know on the E36, the holes are in different spots for the power steering lines, and it doesn't get in the way of the engine. Going along with this kind of engine bay area, I saw on either Rev Limited and Facebook group or another like Northeast E30 Facebook group the other day that some guy had found a way to do his steering conversion for the LS without any really expensive parts. He said he did it for about $80. I kind of saw what he did, and I'm gonna figure out exactly what parts he used and what will work, and just relay that information to you guys so that you aren't like a couple of people in the page that got really screwed over because they asked him and he was just like giving answers like, yes, I bought these parts off of the internet, and other dumb things, stupid bullshit like that doesn't help the community, which I thought was really, really stupid considering he's in a group for that kind of stuff. That was so dumb. But anyway, core support removable. We want to be able to remove it like in this picture you're seeing right now. I'll just go through a couple pictures that we're using kind of for inspiration for the front and rear subframe. Obviously, we're just going to do front first because that's what we're already going to be pulling out. Here's some tubular stuff, totally tubular, bro. Tubular rear stuff. That's just front stuff. Other completely torn down E30 if you want to see something like that. Other things that people have just adapted a stock subframe and they put a bar through it so it has more space, more custom stuff, which is really cool in the rear. This is the most expensive M3 in the world. This is a really cool build. I've seen it a couple times. You should take a look at it. Build Race Party is a great website, and I highly endorse them. And I don't even know them. You should go check them out. This is interior, and I didn't really say this at first, but we're going to be doing, as you know, we're going to be doing a custom setup for the wiring. So obviously we need custom gauges and stuff, cool switches, aerospace and motorsport style stuff to look really cool at car shows and get lots of chicks, obviously, because chicks love cars. Anyway, because I have access to machine shop and water jet, we're going to water jet parts for this and bend them into place. Obviously, you would normally have to pay for this, but I'm probably going to get it for free because the school has issues with charging people right now, which is nice for us because we get to make cool shit for essentially free because we get drops from a local place that has a lot of steel and aluminum. But anyway, that's kind of a long ramble there, a roundabout way of saying that we're doing a lot of custom things. Wonder if I have anything else. Some garagistic stuff. They're cool. Their stuff is pretty pricey, but they're cool. Those guys are really nice. Yeah, that's basically it. Don't pay attention to this. This is just something that was on my open in one of my tabs. I wouldn't recommend this thing at all, but it's there. Yeah, other than that, this is kind of what we're shooting for with color. A lot of custom things because we can, and why not? If you have any questions about what we're doing, obviously just comment or message. Instagram, I believe I have my Snapchat if you want to follow some of the things we do. I don't really post that much about the car, but I'll post about car related things and things that we do at our machine shop, which is sometimes cool. Yeah. One other thing that I did forget to mention is that we are going to be doing some really cool LED stuff. Not really like underglow. Fuck it, we might do underglow. I don't know yet. That'd be really cool. But we're gonna have LEDs for like a light bar type activities, so that we can really see well at night, going through the windy roads in the Northeast. But other than that, that's pretty much it. That's a really cool ute that you should take a look at. But other than that, enjoy this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram and Snapchat. Follow the Factory Amsterdam on Facebook and Instagram. Follow Fergie BRZ on Instagram. And that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed. Later. Thank you for watching.